Start your engines. The Colorado Concours D'elegance car show is revving up to once again help raise money for at-risk children. The event takes place on Sunday, June 10th and showcases about 500 rare sport and classic cars at Arapahoe Community College in Littleton. Karen Rosnick is outside the studio with more details on some really cool classic cars. Hey, Karen.
I know they are, and we've got some sports cars here, so you'll have to maybe go to the actual event to see classic cars, but nonetheless, they're pretty impressive. So as you mentioned, the Colorado Concours D'elegance, an exotic sports car show, begins next weekend, and it raises over $2 million for Ability Connections Colorado over the past 35 years. This is the 35th anniversary, and we have some special guests with us, Tom Scott with Concours and Judy Ham, who's president and CEO of Ability Connection Colorado. So Tom, I'll start with you.
All right.
What is the history? Now, 35 years, so and we've only got about 5 minutes, but what is the history of the event?
The event originally started as a Porsche Club event in 1983, and then it evolved into a more serious event, at which time we had 15 cars. And originally we were with another charity, and we were introduced to Cerebral Palsy of Colorado, which was the forerunner of the existing company, and we have been working with them for the last 34 years.
Yeah, which is now Ability.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Right.
And over the years, it just grew and grew to it is now the most significant sports car show in the Rocky Mountain area.
That's great. And what can people see at the event? I know you brought a couple of cars here, but what can they actually see when they go down?
Well, there will be a variety of many sports cars: Alfa Romeo, Acura, Ferrari. There'll be a variety of Porsches because this is our 60th anniversary of the Porsche Club. Ferraris, Corvettes, BMWs. I'm sure I'm going to miss a couple of them, but
and more than 15, I imagine, right?
Yes, there'll be 15 varieties plus some other antiques and some other exotic cars.
All right. So what about the cars that you brought here? What can you tell me about them?
The blue car is a Ford GT. It is a 2017, owned by Kent Miller. It was the 15th or 17th car delivered. It's a very rare car, and it is the third evolution of the Ford GT, which was a very famous racing car in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, and it's a very special car.
And this is a Porsche. I learned how to say it correctly.
This is a 2014 911 Carrera S that was previously owned by one of the founders of the Google company.
All right. Well, thank you so much for letting us. Just going to get over here. All right. So tell me, Judy, what is the relationship between Concours and Ability Connection Colorado?
Well, they have been, we've been affiliated with them, as Tom said, about 35 years, and it's an incredible relationship. There's a number of car clubs that make up the event, and we work together to pull off, I think, an amazing Concours D'elegance together.
And tell me about the program that is benefiting from this. It's the Early Childhood Education Program. What does it do, and who does it serve?
It serves our most at-risk children, birth to 5, Karen, and it really makes a difference in their lives. We know that if children experience a quality early childhood education, they will graduate from high school. They'll have better paying jobs. They will not be subject to all the crises that are in their lives currently.
That's great, and great work that you guys do over there. So you are holding a draw at the event. What can you tell me about that?
Well, we were approached by a company to do a drawing for a Cayman GTS. Now, these guys know all about that, but it's a hot car, and it's going to be a 2019, and we are offering people the opportunity to participate in the drawing, and they can go to PorscheCayman.org and get tickets if they like.
All right, I think we have that up on the screen, but if not, we'll get it up there. But that's great. So Tom, do you want to come back in here? And either of you guys can talk about, the whole family can come to this event, right? So
yes.
Tell us about what the family can experience.
They can experience the beauty of the cars, the fathers and the children relating to one another and talking about cars is probably the best thing that can happen. But there'll be face painting and other similar type events for the children. But the big thing is just to come and enjoy the expanse and the beauty and the magnificent cars.
All right, and if people want to get involved and they want to get tickets to the event, how do they do that? Who wants to talk about that?
They're available at the gate. They're online also. There's a website, Colorado Concours.org, and you can buy the tickets in advance, but there will be tickets available at the door. $10. The military are free, and children under 12 are free.
All right, now I asked this question earlier, but can people get in the cars, and have people ever driven off in them?
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Not more than once.
Once is all it takes, right? All right, well, thank you, Judy, and thank you, Tom. And if you want to get involved, you can come out and check the classic and sports cars like these at the 35th Annual Colorado Concours D'elegance. It's being held on Sunday, June 10th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Arapahoe Community College in Littleton. Tickets are only $10 at the gate. Children 12 and under, police, firefighters, and military personnel with official ID get in free. The event is family friendly, and all proceeds go towards the Creative Options for Early Childhood Education program at Ability Connection, Colorado. And if you want to learn more, go to coloradoconcours.org. Back to you in the studio, Jackie.
Thanks so much, Karen.